All right, I think we're going here. There we go. Got you up there, Matt. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
What about everybody else out there? Can everybody hear us? We looking good out there? We had some tech issues about 15 minutes ago. This wasn't a go. I called Matt and told him I can't get it figured out, and somehow here we are. Okay, so we got some people in here. Bull Daniels, Boxy was. I talked to Boxy earlier. He's going to probably be joining us. Jamie Damon, nice.
James Damien, yep. He lives up by me. He's a Skunk Trapper member. He has a couple of young kids really big into trapping.
Can you see the stream there, Boxy or Matt?
Let me see. I'll have to turn the volume down because I get wicked feedback. Let's see here. Yeah, I can see it on my phone. I'm trying to find the comments though.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on air. I got it now. Okay, so we're showing 2 in the chat here. I'm going to share it out to a couple places.
As you can all see, we're trappers, not tech gurus.
I am the worst at this technology. Hey, at least there's 4 people in here now watching us stumble through it.
There you go.
All right, we'll get it shared out here. So how you doing today, Matt?
Good. After we had our little adventure today looking at a water trap line that we've decided not to do due to the amount of rapids that were in it that we were unaware of until we went down it. So we were scrubbing that idea, and we're going to come up with something else for that time frame. But doing good. Looking forward to getting this contest up and running with you guys and promoting trapping, getting kids interested in it. As much as I like catching fur and putting it up and stuff like that, my biggest joy, though, probably like yourself, is promoting our way of life to young people. Yeah, and old people, and anybody new into trapping. Doesn't have to necessarily be, young kids. Could be anybody.
Yeah, I didn't get into trapping as a kid. I got into it only about 6-7 years ago. So
highly addictive.
Oh, I believe you. I just spent today. What I actually did today is I had some work around camp, and then I had that little trap rack. Everybody's seen my videos, and it's just overflowing. And now I have an 8x8. It's a big. I don't even know what it's called. It's just a bunch of 2x4s and a bunch of places to hang stuff now. What's up, J Dubs? I see some people are coming in here.
There you go.
Matt, you want to start out? Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to find a phaser, so you're going to have to see the questions because I can't see them on my phone.
Yeah, no one's really asked anything yet.
All right. See if I can get it back up here. Maybe it'll pop up then. What were you saying now?
So I don't know if you want to. I was trying to thought we get a little bit more people in here to start, but I don't know if you want to start out telling everybody a little bit about you and EPLUR Fur, or how you got into trapping or anything. A little quick story or anything.
Those of you that don't know me, my name is Matt BROPHY. I own, with my wife Danielle, EPLUR Fur Company Inc. It was owned by John and Linda EPLUR for 46 years. We purchased it in January of this year. Full line of trapping supplies, traps, baits, lures, accessories, you name it. We got it. And if I don't got it, I can probably get it for you. I got into trapping probably, I was 8 years old. Always had an interest in the outdoors, and spent 13 years active duty in the military and Army Special Forces. So I didn't get a chance to do much trapping then when I was in the military because I was being deployed. But when I moved back here to Pennsylvania from Washington, the bug bit me again very hard. I run Skunk Trappers on Facebook. We also have a YouTube channel. So if you'd like to like and subscribe to that, we appreciate it. Skunk Trappers just started out kind of, buddies at work were saying, send me pictures of that bobcat or coyote or fox, whatever you caught, because their buddies wanted to see it. And the one guy said, why don't you just open up a Facebook page and just post it there? And from there, it went like wildfire. Over 1,400 members worldwide. So that's the down and dirty on me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell any of you new trappers out there, the friendships you make in probably any of your outdoor pursuits will be some of your best friends that you'll ever come across.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I mean, look,
Yeah.
I mean, me and you met. I think I bought a Skunk Trapper shirt off you a couple years back, and then
we just
here we are now.
We've only actually really met one time at the convention this year in Clearfield, but I feel like I know Jake, pretty much all my life. We have common interests, and like most people, we talk on the phone and message back and forth, and eventually we'll hook up again. But so any of you new trappers out there, like, you're in for a whole different experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, it like you said, it's addicting. I remember when I first started out, I had like 6 traps, and and I was overwhelmed with just 6 traps, and now there's times I have I think last year I had almost 60 out at one point. So
yeah, and I get that. It's funny you should mention that, Jay, because I get that question a lot. Like when people come into shop, like new trappers, young and old, they'll say like, "How many traps should I set out?" Only set out as many traps as you could physically handle every day. A guy told me one time you can go deer hunting for 1 hour a week or 1 hour a year, and you're a deer hunter, or 1 hour a year turkey hunting, you're a turkey hunter. But when you put that steel in the ground or in the water, like, you're committed. That's every day, rain or shine, sickness and in health. Have to have a backup plan sometimes if you do get sick, so somebody knows how to check them for you. I mean, I've checked them already where I was throwing up like every 200 yards checking them, but you have to get out there and check them. So it's a commitment. So only set what you could handle, and if it's only a half dozen or whatever, then so be it.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. It's fun checking traps when it's 40 degrees and sunny, but when it's 12 degrees and freezing rain and snow, and it makes it miserable. But you really hope for a catch on those days, because that breaks the makes it a little better. So
yeah. All right, so go ahead.
We got about 9 people in here. I see Live More Outdoors is in here. I don't know, Matt, if you ever follow Live More Outdoors. He's a great trapping channel.
Love that guy's show.
Yeah, so hey,
his videos are so good. Like, they're funny, educational. They add a little bit of spiritual stuff there usually in the beginning of them. But yeah, absolutely, I love his YouTube. Anybody else that hasn't seen his should definitely check it out. He has a lot of how-to stuff, and he'd probably be to say too, you're saying about catches. When you see a lot of the YouTube videos or the other videos, all you see is catch after catch after catch. It's not like that, at least not for me. Guy told me one time, if you have 10% of your traps with something in it, that's a good day. So essentially, if you have 20 traps out, that's 2 animals a day, which to me, that's a fairly decent day. I usually run about 35, 40 traps for canines. But yeah, and you just can't get discouraged. It took me 7 years to catch my first fox, because back then you were getting $100 a piece for them, and nobody taught you any, like showed you anything. There was no YouTube, no, Google, no anything. It was all trial and error. I mean, now everybody's willing to show everybody, which I think's good. And obviously because the fur market's not good right now, so people are more willing to show and promote the sport. But don't get discouraged. And when it finally the hardest one to catch is always your first one of each species. Once you break that ice, they all just kind of fall into play.
Yeah, you said something important to me back there too. You said with all the technology being spread around, because I learned from watching YouTube. I've learned from watching guys like Live More Outdoors and Trapper J, and I mean just about all the pages that come in here and comment that were here before me. I watched your videos and learned how to do this. So and not just the YouTube aspect of it, but the trapping aspect. That's where it originally started for me. So I feel like I'm giving back by doing the channel. That's sort of what I.
And, even if you're an experienced trapper, have been doing it for, like I'm probably over 40 years, I always learn something new by watching somebody's video, like going to conventions, talking to people, or if we have like trapper training schools, the Pennsylvania has them, like I'm in District 11. I don't care if it's a guy trapping 50 years or a 15-year-old kid, you could learn something. Like, don't think you know it all, because you don't. There's always something to learn.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit here at the end here too, but I'd like to get into the contest, because some of these people are going to be watching this not live. So what we did is over the summer, Matt and Bees O'Brien and I we were talking back and forth, because Bees runs an adult contest. If anybody wants to get in that, you can reach out to either Bees, myself, or Matt. And these are only for Pennsylvania guys, so I know a lot of you people are not from Pennsylvania, so sorry, but this is Pennsylvania residents only. But you can reach out to us for the adult contest, but what we're here for is the youth trapping contest. So trying to spread trapping, or get it out there as much as we can to the kids. So we're going to do a trapping contest for the youths. You want to add anything, Matt, as we go, or?
No, I mean, you said it's for residents. I mean, you could be a non-resident as long as you trap in Pennsylvania, I guess. It has to be, Pennsylvania catches.
Yeah, okay. So here goes what it's going to be. There is going to be no entry. It's all going to be ran on a Facebook group is actually what it's going to be. And as long as you have a Pennsylvania youth trapper or mentor trapper license, you could be in this. You could be out of state, but you got to have the Pennsylvania trapper youth or mentor license. That's how it goes. And the way you'll get into it is, if you have a catch that week, you'll post it into the Facebook group. One catch gets you into the contest. If you have multiple catches, feel free to post them, but you're still only going to be in ones. So it's one entry a week. And at the end of the week, what we'll do is we'll take all of them pictures and we'll do a raffle. We're not sure how many prizes we'll be giving away each week yet. We're still in the process of that. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But we do have a good bit of prizes already. So depending on how this works out, that may go up and down as things are going here. But it's pretty simple. It's free. No entry. If you have a catch, post it up and you'll get into the raffle.
And we'd like to see the kid in the catch picture.
Yeah, that's another thing. Kid in the catch picture. Be tasteful, guys. You guys see it. They're cracking down on us. So, try to keep the pictures. I know it's a dead critter, but keep the pictures as tasteful as possible. Try to hide the blood if you can, and all that. And no weapons in the pictures either. That's probably safe to say. That'll probably get us red flagged.
Yeah.
So, since I run the channel, I'll be doing weekly updates. I don't know if I'll do weekly, but we'll see how it goes. And I'll be doing updates on my live on my YouTube channel here. What else we got? As that pretty much goes over it all, right?
Yeah, and what we had just talked about, like the winners, we'll probably contact the winners and see what kind of trapping you're into. There's no sense sending you, like, say, a 110 if you don't trap muskrat or mink. Like, we'll try to make the prizes toward what you're targeting for or whatever. And I'd like to say, I know we talked about it. All right. And this is more geared toward the adults that will be helping the youths. This is all for fun. Okay. Nobody's going to get 1,000 traps out of this contest. Okay. It ain't like that. Let's keep it fun. We're all adults here that are going to be helping the kids. Like how me and Jake talked, it's pretty safe to say everybody's going to get something in the long run out of this. But just be honest with your catches, and it's to get the kids out there. And I realized today after I got done talking to you, Jake, there might be some kids, 5, 6, 7, they can't set the traps or get them set as long as they're participating in the aspect of trapping. Like, maybe like I know when I take my son, he's 10. But when he was younger, I'd let him throw the lure down the hole or pick the spot or sift a little bit of the dirt. I would physically set the trap and bed the trap and all that, but just to get them involved. So, that's what we really want to see is the kids to get, more involved.
Yeah. I agree with that too. Like you said, there are going to be some kids that are in this that are probably a little bit too young to be setting traps. And like you said, as long as they're, get them involved, and that's what it's all about. The real goal of this whole thing is to get the kids out there trapping, And
absolutely.
So someone asked about donations. So, if anybody out there that's watching here wants to send us anything, we're taking cash donations, traps, merch, whatever you guys want to donate here. We'll take it and it'll be given out. Everything comes in is going out to the kids. So
yeah,
the more we bring in, the more winners. So I have a PayPal. There's a other video that I released prior to this one, and that has some of the information on it. So if you wanted to join the group, you can join the group. I guess that's the only way you're entering the group. The contest is by joining the group. But like I said, there is no entry. It's just as long as you're in the group and post pictures, you're into the contest.
Yeah, and that was like the adult contest that Bees is running. There's a drop dead date, like before the first day of the season. If you're not in by then, you're not in. With this contest, like we talked about today, like even if you don't set a trap till say Christmas vacation is the first time you have your kids can get out there and do it. If they catch whatever they catch, post it. That's the thing too. I don't think you have to have like, a 45-pound bobcat or a black coyote or a silver fox. Post those possums, skunks, raccoons. Just and I'm sure you'll agree, no incidental catches, no accidental domestics that get caught, like nothing like that. Like strictly Pennsylvania fur bearers, that's all I'd have to, say with that. Like, so post whatever it is. Cause I like seeing all the pictures, and along with donations, if anybody would like to donate, like I said, me and my wife own EPLUR Fur. If you wanted to purchase merchandise from me to give for prizes, you'll get like the wholesale rate for them. I'm not, charging the full price since they are going to be donations to the kids. So if anybody would like to do that, you're more than welcome. Contact me. It's EPLURfur.com. My number's on there. So give me a call and let me know what you want to do, and we can go from there. And like Jake said, like everything we take in is going to go back to the kids. So it's all just to benefit them.
Yeah. And that's the ultimate goal here is to get the kids in there, get out there and doing this. So
yeah, it's tough competition competing against a TV and an Xbox and a PlayStation, but like I know even my son, like he loves to play his video games, but when I get him out there, like he's hooked in, like he loves that stuff. You just gotta, break that chain, so to speak, and get him out there. And it doesn't matter boys or girls. A good friend of mine, Steve Strauss, who I was with today, he has 3 daughters. They're both highly successful trappers and hunters and fisher persons or men or women we want to call them. But yeah, I mean, get those young girls out too. I mean, some of the best trappers out there today are females. Linda White, Nikki Swords, B.A. Kuhnberger, all females, all highly successful in their careers, and also phenomenal people and trappers by far. So, you know, get those young girls out there.
Sorry, I'm reading back here asking if anybody has any questions that's watching this. Feel free to ask. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as we go.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see I can't see any of the questions or who's on. I just have the live broadcast here and then the other feed here. But as long as you could see them, we're good.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm not sure if it's showing up on my but if my you wanted to donate, you could do it through my super chat too. If that's up, I don't know. Like I said, I had some tech issues. I don't know if I monetized this or not. So my super chat's up and you wanted to donate that way, you could do that too right here, and we'll keep track of who donated. Make sure it goes back into for prizes. Speaking of prizes, do you want to go over with some of the donations we got already? You want to promote anybody for giving stuff or?
I had one individual donate $300. He wished to remain, I guess, semi-anonymous, but he's a very huge supporter of trapping, especially youth in trapping. He's donated memberships to the PTA to give away. All around great guy. Met him through trapping. He'd probably want to, like I say, stay anonymous. If he does it, he'll tell me, and I can mention him later on the broadcast. Steve Strauss, I mentioned earlier with his daughters, phenomenal trapper. He made a cash donation. Nick Biggs, those of you may know him from Big Strapping down in West Virginia. Another individual, I've never physically met the man, talked to him on the phone, messaged, whatnot. Phenomenal individual, great trapper. He great at promoting the sport too. He made a cash donation. I was contacted by a couple other people that are supposed to, come through. So once they, we have all that figured out, or, we can go from there. Like I said, I'll be donating stuff from EPLURs. So it sounds like it's and you have your people you want to donate, even halfway through the season. If somebody, wants to get a hold of one of us, that's fine. I even have an idea if maybe giving away a couple of memberships to the PTA if you're not already a member. Because that's the thing, too, I like to mention. If you're not a member of the state organization or, the national or something, you may want to really consider it. You get a good magazine. And these are the people that fight for our rights, that keep trapping, doing what we're doing. I'm a life member of the PTA, and I'm just a regular member of the NTA, and I believe, to the New Mexico Trappers Organization, Ohio, Virginia, and there's another one in there somewhere I can't remember offhand. But yeah, definitely join those organizations because they're the guys and gals that, deal with the legislation and fight to keep our rights. Because if you don't think the antis will take it away, think again. Look at New Mexico. A good friend of mine, Adrian Romero, fought, like hell to get that, but it was still gunned down. So I believe it's next year. Trapping on public land, New Mexico, has been banned. So don't think it can't happen, because it definitely can.
Yeah, and it can happen fast too. So
yeah,
it's a peace of mind to knowing that they're out in the forefront before, by the time we hear about it, it's too late. So we need people out there ahead of that. So, like you said, I'm a strong believer in the PTA and all the associations. So that's something to definitely join them.
Yeah. I know that Trapper Adrian has to give him a little shout out. He has a new podcast he's getting together. I believe it's called Trappers Express. It's on the Skunk Trapper page. but it's going to deal with all the legislation stuff throughout the country and any kind of updates. He's gonna, he's really big into that, and he's a phenomenal. Anybody who's never met him, you're missing out. Like, you see him at a convention or something, go talk to him. Phenomenal guy. But
So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm paying attention to the yeah, it's gonna be a fun season though. How are you gonna do all this? How are you gonna, I mean, you're already busy and now we're adding some more to this plate. I've been thinking about that myself, and then I was thinking about it for you today, and I'm like, man, Matt's got an extra job on top of this one too, on top of me. So
yeah, it's like a labor of love. I work at the post office, is my full-time gig, but I have kind of strange hours there, so I can get out in the morning and check my traps, and then do my 8-hour job, and then come home and then have the shop. I mean, the shop, if anybody wants to come by, it's best to call to make sure that I'm there and that I have what you're looking for. But yeah, it's just like it's a grind, but it's a labor of love. It's what you enjoy.
Livermore just brought up, I'm reading somebody's comments about bashing each other. That's another thing too in the group. If any pitchers, someone says anything inappropriate, please let us know as fast as possible so we can stay out ahead of it. I know some of these groups, it's unreal the bashing we do amongst sportsmen back and forth. So
I had one experience on Skunk Trappers. A young man caught his first animal, and it was a smaller raccoon. And some adult trapper who you would thought would know better went and made, like, kind of belittled this young man about his first catch and everything. And you could tell the young guy was excited as all could be. And needless to say, the adult's no longer in Skunk Trappers. I removed him instantly. I just have no tolerance for that. So, we're here to promote it and help each other, not, one person's trophy, maybe something that somebody else would let go, and that's fine. Like, that's your call. But yeah, like Jake said, definitely we're not here to bash anybody or belittle anybody or whatever. I mean, this is all in good fun, and we want to, like I said, promote the sport.
Yeah, I got a lot of my friends, now they're all asking me, well, can I have a couple DPs for hunting season? So I'll be buying more traps because now all my friends want to borrow them for their kids. So
yeah,
but that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I didn't come from a trap family. I got into it late in life. So, you know what I mean? All you got to do is show it to them. If it's going to stick, it's going to stick,
Yeah. Oh, and that being said, I'm always open for if anybody, locally, obviously, because of the travel time, want to get a hold of me, and if we can coordinate that you want to go out with me on my line when it's up and running, anybody's more than welcome. By no means am I an expert, but what little I know, I'd be more than happy to show to anybody to promote it. And I encourage any adult out there, anybody who's somewhat of an experienced trapper, to do the same. I mean, it ain't like you're getting $100 for a fox. You're getting maybe $5 if you're lucky. So get out there and promote it. Like I tell people, and they don't get it till they go out with me a couple of times. Like, every day is like Christmas for me. Like, every single day. Like, you don't know what's going to be in that trap. And I use a lot of drags, so that even adds to the excitement. If I pull up on a set on the side-by-side and I see the drag is gone, well, it's like, okay, now I know I caught something. But now what is it? Is it a 3-pound possum or, a 45-pound coyote or, whatever. So then it adds to the excitement. But, and that excitement has never gone away for me. I mean, I'm doing it quite a few years, and every day it's there.
Yeah.
So like Jake said, if you do it and the bug bites you, great. And if you do it and you don't like it, that's okay too. Like, this isn't for everybody, but if you don't like it, you don't like it, don't bash people that do, okay? Because, there's things that other people do that I don't really care for. Like, the big joke is with my family, you can give me all the money in the world right now. I could not name one professional baseball, basketball, or football player. And that's the honest to God's truth. Never had no interest in it. Never did. Like, we don't watch sports at my house. That's just not what I do. Like, but you can put me out in the bush and I'm as happy as could be. But I have plenty of friends that love sports. My brother played baseball for the Mets for a few years. I come from a big sports family, but just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, as I used to love sports, but as I got older, I just realized I don't have time for it. I still follow along, but no, I'm nowhere near. Actually, my home team Steelers are playing tonight, and I'm not watching the game. Here I am doing a live stream. So hopefully, I'm getting some view time for my buddies during commercials at least.
Now, does Joe Namath still play for the Steelers, or is he out of the
game? You're showing your age there.
Yeah. I remember he was selling pantyhose on TV.
So are you gonna start the beginning of the season? You gonna wait? What are you gonna get into?
I do. I hear from a bunch of people the fur is not prime, this and that. Yeah, I know it's not prime. And a lot of the fur I get, I send out to get tanned, and I sell it that way, or I get stuff made out of it. If you want to wait, yeah, that's your call. Like, I know a lot of people are into bow hunting. I used to be an avid bow hunter. When the trapping bug bit me again, like, that consumed me. So I guess you can do all the outdoor pursuits, but one of them is gonna suffer because you can't obviously do it all. And I just choose the trapping. Like, I go out deer hunting and stuff with my buddies. We have a group that goes out, but trapping is truly my thing. If I had to pick between trapping and hunting, it would definitely be trapping. So I try to set from the first day to the last day. And about mid-January, like, I'm starting to feel the rigors of it. Like, I'm starting to drag, but you just got to keep going because you don't know. Like, you may go 2 weeks and not catch anything, which I've done many a times, and then get a nice warm spell or have that the animals are moving, and then you're, piling the fur up again. You definitely won't catch them if you have your traps hanging in your garage or hanging in your shed or something like that. The traps have to be in the ground or in the water to catch something. That much I do know for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Last year I started the opening weekend. I pretty much ran all year last year. I think I missed 1 week at the end of the season. And like you said, at the end of the season, I was so run down. There was so much more property I could set, and I just didn't have the energy to do it. So
yeah, same here. Yeah.
I think this year I'm holding off. I think I'm going to wait probably till after rifle season, and then I'll hit the ground running then, and then hopefully I have some energy because there's some other projects I want to do, but it's going to be hard. There's if I have the free time, there will be some traps in the ground beforehand, but I'll be selective.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to run the amount that I normally run with the business and everything, but I'll definitely have some out there somewhere.
Yeah, I split my season up, and I still haven't even decided where I'm going to start the season and end the season. I believe I'm going to start up camp and then end it probably back home. But like, I still haven't even prepped my traps. I haven't did wax dirt. We've been working. It's 15-hour days for me right now at work. So.
You're in luck because EPLUR sells wax dirt.
Yeah, I might be coming out there with a dump truck to get enough. I do have a couple 5-gallon buckets left, and last year I did it with the sun, and it was sort of a long process. So me and my buddy Jerry, you actually met him at the rendezvous with me. We're gonna go in together, and we're gonna do it with a mixer and a weed burner, and make a day of it so we can make enough for both of us. But he's on the same job I am, so he's doing the same hours as I am. But luckily for him, he gets to sleep in a hotel and no one bothers him all day, where I go home and my phone rings off the hook all day while I'm trying to sleep. Joy's a night turn.
Yeah.
But anybody got any questions out there? Nicholas Green, I see you're in here. Bull Daniels, still got 18 people in here, but a lot of people being
Good.
quiet. I think a lot of people probably come over from the group and didn't, might not be familiar because a lot of these people in here talking are just a lot of my people to come in here all the time. Bob Preston, I see you're in here. This is a good contest for you. How you doing, Miss Mo? I see Mo homesteading in here. Oh, we got my comments haven't caught up. Hey, Boxy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Sorry I bumped you tonight. Boxy usually goes I live at 8 o'clock, and I text him because me and you talked, and you said 8 o'clock, and I'm like, oh man, we're gonna be going on with Boxy. So Boxy wasn't going live, so he's in here tonight. But yeah, the contest is gonna be fun. And it was funny how it all come down because I mentioned it to you and I was real excited about it, and then I sort of lost all interest in it. And then I don't remember if you called me and you
Yeah.
sold me on the idea again, and I was right back on board. But
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could tell you, like, even before we bought the business, like, I think about trapping every single day. Like, I'll be driving somewhere where I know I'll never set a trap, like going through fields, like down 78, going to Allentown. And in my mind, I'm like picking out spots in that field where I would put a trap, even though I know chances of me ever setting it are slim to none. So I was glad when you contacted me and said you wanted to do something for the kids. It's obviously strength in numbers, and you get bounce ideas off each other. So it was a good call that you actually came up with the idea for the youth contest, and I was all for it. And I know Bees was too. So yeah, so hopefully it'll work out good. I'm looking forward to seeing all the young men and women's catches and promoting the sport and keeping people interested in it. I mean, I take a couple of kids out every year if they want to go along. Some stick with it, some don't. Like I said, that's fine. It's not for everybody. You know, So it is what it is. I mean, if you like it, you're gonna love it. If you don't, it ain't for everybody.
yeah, Jamie Damon keeps asking, is there a mentor fur taker's license? I'm not sure about that. Matt, do you know if there is or not, or is it just
No,
junior?
I don't think there is. I think if an adult has a license, that the kids fall under it. I wanted to check on that and contact my buddy Brian Moan. He used to be the president of the PTA. He lives by me. I don't believe there's a mentor license. Just like I know, like with a bobcat fisher and otter tag, if you I believe, like, so don't quote me on this when the YouTube police look at this. If a child with you sets a trap and catches a bobcat, I believe they can use your tag as like a mentored, and then your tag is used up. Just like when you get a doe tag, let it use your doe tag or something like that, or how the mentor tags are. I believe it's like that. But I'm going to try. I was actually thinking about that because I have my young guy coming in from Washington State this year for Christmas, and he's all gung ho on going trapping again with me. And I wanted to see that he need a mentored license. And if they do have one, it's probably just going to be a couple of bucks. And I would recommend that the parents or the adults taking the kid trapping get the kid one, because it makes the kid feel like he's more involved in doing it, whatever. Like I said, they can't be that much, a couple of bucks, and just let them have at it. But yeah, that I would have to check on.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I know there's a junior fur taker license, but I believe that's for 12 to 16.
yeah, okay. So yeah, so whatever the rule is on that, well, like we really don't know, but I mean, hopefully everybody's legal out there, and like you said earlier, as long as it's caught within seasons and legally caught, it's good for the contest. So what So yeah, but sorry guys, yeah, this is only Pennsylvania only. Imagine, I mean, everybody reaching out wanting to get bigger in. I don't even know how it would even start that. That'd be crazy. But
Yeah,
see what the future holds.
yeah, we definitely just had to start with just PA for now, just due to the numbers, and obviously, I mean, Pennsylvania's a phenomenal state to trap in, but you get to some of those other states like Iowa, it's nothing for those guys to catch 400 or 500 raccoons, or those other places where the populations are just astronomical. Some of those places it's hard to even compete with. But yeah, so it's strictly Pennsylvania, and then like Jake said, we'll maybe next year we'll go. We'll see how it goes. So I hope we don't hurt anybody's feelings with that, but that's just what we had to do. Plus, then the season it's the Pennsylvania season. Like other states, their seasons are on different dates. If some kid from West Virginia or something posted something after the season, it's not fair to the other people that are involved. It's because it's the PA season's over.
So hey, do you want to I think we covered everything on her. Yeah, you mentioned him earlier. Also, Bees O'Brien. Bees O'Brien game calls too. He's the third wheel of this, and me
Yeah, I
and
believe
Matt
he's
sort of
from out
just
of Renova. He lives up in Renova, Pennsylvania.
yeah. So he's also involved with Matt and me and Matt as well on this. Or Mark, or Matt. I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat as I'm talking to you. I got too many things going.
Believe me, I've been called a lot worse.
So
But yeah, I
yeah,
just like to thank everybody that did take the time tonight and watch. I mean, I know, like people will say to me, like, "What can I do for you?" or whatever. Well, add another couple extra days in the week somehow, or another couple hours in a day, because time is valuable. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that took the time to watch it tonight, and the adults out there, or even if you're like a teenager, you go out, you have your own trap line.
we got a question for you, Matt.
Oh,
Here you go. From PA Trapping and Outdoors. What's the best way to catch a skunk in PA?
I would say I mean, I've caught them in DPs, and I do know right now in a box trap, if you're catching one, the grubs are that predominant right now. I have buddies that do ADC work, and they're having a heck of a time trying to catch them because there's so much natural food out there, and they just don't have it. They don't want to go into the traps. Any kind of cat food though works well. I carry a bait by those Jake, R&R Trading Post, Ryan and Renee Carpenter. They do phenomenal work. Gloves, hats, scarves, mittens, teddy bears, pillows, like you name it. I've had a bunch of stuff done. I know Jake had his coyote hat done there. But they have a bait called Fishy Feast. It's a fish-based predator.
You froze up there, or maybe I'm froze up. One of us are froze up.
No, yeah, came back on. Yeah.
So hey, Whiz Kid King, pheasant wings good for trapping. I have used pheasant feathers, but you can't be exposed in the air in Pennsylvania, so it's it would have to be buried down in a dirt hole. But
or if you
yeah,
have a cubby made for like a bobcat or something, you could have them in the back of there, but they can't be, like you said, they can't be visible from above.
yeah. Last year for
I know, like
bobcat,
in
I
some
hung.
states, yeah, people hang them in trees for bobcats. In Pennsylvania, that's illegal.
Yeah, last year I did the CD, and because you couldn't do the wing, so I
Yeah,
did
the
the
CD
CD,
works
which
good, or I've used Christmas tree garland. You hang that up in there that you wrap around a Christmas tree, like the tinsel, the garland, so it comes in strands. Just a big thing I promote. A warden told me this: when the season's over, take it out with you. Like, just don't leave it hanging in the tree.
yeah, definitely do that.
These work good, and mainly with all the cats I've caught in Pennsylvania, I think it's like 5 or 6. They've just been really big, flashy dirt holes, like big, like over the top, flashy, like they seem to like to come into.
Livermore said
kind of lure, huh?
Livermore Outdoors said make a great canine set, and yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's how you'll catch a skunk or a possum right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hate when those coyotes mess up my possum sets. Yeah.
So, I think we covered everything, guys. But like I said earlier, if you guys want to donate, follow that other channel and or reach out to me. You know, we'll figure out if you got traps. Some of you ain't trappers, but I know some of you guys got merch, stickers, whatever you want to give something, just let us know and we'll make sure it gets to the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, even if you don't get in a contest and you want to follow along, I posted the link earlier. I'll post it again here now. But this video is we'll give you the information on the group. Everything's in the description here. Let me figure out how to do it. I am so untech savvy. It's not even funny. Here we go. So the link I'm posting right now is the first video. That'll get you all the information that where to donate and the Facebook group and everything like that. So, but appreciate everybody coming in here. We had 20 going. If I would have remembered to monetize it, we would have been able to take super chats in this, but we'll figure it out. But thanks for coming, everybody. And Matt, you got anything else to say? Yeah, make sure you check out EPLUR and Bees O'Brien Game Calls if you need anything. And we're gonna maybe we'll do this a couple times throughout the year. We'll do some Sundays together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to pick a date. It's what works best for us. I was thinking about that, but yeah, we could even do the drawings live or something like that, maybe.
Sure.
So, all right, I'll be talking to you, and I appreciate everybody coming. Thanks for coming, everybody.
All right, take care, everybody.